Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to another live trading session. You already know me. My name is Stefan. I'm the other PJ. I'm not PJ. He was earlier. We had lots of confusions from the new followers lately. Just made my third espresso and ready to rev the engines and start. Uh, Not quite the structure that I'd like to see, for example, on Bitcoin and low time frame executions, but we made money. That's why I'm here. And I had this 2.5 to 1 last night. I did waited a lot for some structure, for some setups. For example, in the VIP plans, I explained that I see this potential deviation of the previous week high, which we had. And what I liked about it a lot, it was that we had it exactly in the GP. But honestly, I didn't took it at that point in time because order flow was not uh, helping me uh, to understand that a potential dump is coming. Should start a coffee business. Well, I was thinking about that one, but I don't want to take care of it. I need the proper employees. I just bring the capital. Good morning. And we took this one after I saw the 3 minutes. I was looking at the 3 minutes. I was looking at this channel deviation. And when I saw that, okay, we broke down, I saw this displacement here. I said, okay, we get the retest into the breaker block. And we did retested, and that was our entry. Nice, clean, 2 to 1. Next bus. Nothing too fancy. I booked a 1.2% on that one. Right now, I don't know. I mean, lots of attention is here into this area. We can see we held the pop of that previous little range consolidation. And actually, I was looking at this draw of liquidity, one of these 2 points, or even this little candle here. But yeah, it seems like the market found sufficient that it can bounce and reclaim the previous Monday low. Monday low, actually, sorry. I took a long, no. I might take a long. I have no idea. I don't think so because I'm not enjoying the structure that I see here. That's all. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense taking a position, and you have to know when to step back and not burn your capital. Exactly that the discussion I was having with some people, and I explained it, well, I accept you in VIP with some requirements for you. You need to stop over trading. You need to stop doing what you were doing in the past and change a little bit your behavior. Because I mentioned it a lot of times. In my opinion, there's not a bad or good trader, or I don't know, fancy or high performing one, but traders who make less mistakes and traders who do more mistakes. So if you're not learning from your mistakes, then it's a big problem and you don't have a place in trading. Trading is that um, environment where you have to learn from your mistakes. All right, so slowly drinking my coffee. I only have 2 comments there. Go, if you didn't manage to go and say that I'm ugly, go and say you're ugly as hell, or you're you're the worst trader I saw. You can post that. I have no problem. Or hit a like or retweet. It's helping. All right, let's see what we have here. So this one is already played out. Let's make another hit. Hey, one. All right. And let's see what do we see here. This is Ethereum, Bitcoin USDT. Let's go on 4 hours. So Bitcoin, it's taking as support this trend line which I was looking at, and the neckline of this previous. Yeah, it's basic stuff. It's basic stuff. Let me check the Bollinger Bands on 4 hours. Yeah, we've been a little bit overextended here, and if you look, we even had a not a complete lonely officer. This was one actually. So yeah, we didn't tap the mid of the BB here, so we might go lower. This would be 2 points of interest for me. And we have one more here. So you see, I'm still expecting for the price uh, to tap this supply, and we'll know after a rejection, or maybe who knows, maybe it's displacing it and it's closing the candle there and close the candle like that, or that's a confirmed breakout. But until we have a displacement of this key supply area, I think that is just a corrective move, and we'll speak about way lower. I mean, these lows here for me are to be taken, 106, 106. Maybe I'm stupid, I don't care. I'm stupid and I make money, that's all I care. So eventually I do think that the price will get here, back here, 105, 106. When? I have no idea, and I don't care. You need to understand that I really don't care when something will happen. I only care how I will react uh, if that specific scenario gets triggered. We have our Monday high, pretty basic stuff. Let's go on a daily. I want to see. Ew. So, nice. We swing failure the previous day low into a daily fair value gap. That's all right. The basic concepts are telling us that we should take the previous day high, because taking the losses, the stop losses of the people who were hidden here at the previous day low into a high time frame fair value gap plus a breaker, we confirmed some demand in this area, and also um, based on the fact that we swept the stop losses and the liquidity here. So, in my opinion, we should speak about 116,500, 117,900. So this red box, which I already have highlighted here. I'm waiting for that one. Then you'll ask me, well, why you're not long if the price, the price will go there? Why don't you market long? Market long, yeah, market long. And because you know it's going there. And do something like this. Well, you put the stop loss below previous month low. Man, look at this one. Such a great trade. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And I know a lot of people, a lot of new aspirants of on becoming traders might look at something like this, but this is bullshit. So no, even if I know and there is a high probability for the price to go the previous month high or the previous day high, you don't long just because that long and or short. It's a equation. It's not that simple. You need to have a plan. You need to have a clear setup and a clear stop loss and a clear entry. It's not something like that. Well, I know there's a lot of you, and doing that, I have to tell you, it's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's what I don't know, influencers did to the public, uh, thinking that you can take any position anywhere. So yeah, I know already that because I'm discussing with so many people on a daily basis. All right, so let that crap aside. 4 hours, honestly, not great, not terrible, because we get into some resistance here at the weekly open, and we have a bearish fair value gap, so it might worth taking another short actually. If we swing failure this pivot high in the 61.8, maybe. So around here, I might be looking for another short, but might be the case that the price is not that strong to get there. And we might speak about a weekly open rejection and maybe a swing failure pattern of this pivot high. Something like this. And then once again a retest of the Monday low. So we can actually hunt a potential 2-to-1 setup here. 2-to-1, it's the golden ratio for your success if you are at the beginning. At the beginning, yeah, it's not great. I have to tell you that it's not a great, but when you want to learn and learn how to position size your trades and stuff like that, going with a 2-to-1, it helps you. So something like this I would look for, especially if I see some bearish divergence forming around here at the highs. I don't know, CVD, OBV divergence, and so on. We'll be looking. As for a long, yeah, not great, not terrible. We have a 3 drives here. Yeah, so we might be able to hunt a Monday low retracement, and then maybe we can take a scalp long here at the range lows, at the value area low. Maybe. Yeah, I might be looking for a long there. All right. No, no, market maker buy model, MMXM, it's not news dependent, but uh, it's dependent on the liquidity points, liquidity raid. Yeah. And how the market created that specific structure. So it's working both ways. It's not a problem. Ethereum, lots of equal lows here, which I was looking at for a potential swing failure. Not great, not terrible. I'm not sure that I want to fiddle in the middle with Bitcoin or Ethereum, honestly. So once I think I jumped from Bitcoin to Ethereum without showcasing. Yeah, so here potential scalp short, and here potential long setup. And I would go for the Monday high. I would give it a little bit more space, like a 4-to-1. And for example, if I see that the structure is holding and it's reclaiming levels, for example, if I see that value area high, value area low and Monday low is holding, and then goes into the daily open, something like that, I might higher my stop loss and then add to my winning position. For example, here, yeah, my average will go higher, but I will have a higher position size and a higher stop loss in the same time. So I'm de-risking from my setups in the same time I'm adding, and the probability to win more, it's on the table, while the probability to lose more, it's not there because I de-risk. So it's a bit more complicated if you don't know what you're doing, but okay. But maybe you get idea. I like this one. As for the short, I really want to make sure that the order flow is following a bearish path here. So I wouldn't necessarily straight short it. I would like to see some CVD and OBV divergence on that area. Liquidity wise, actually, what I see on the heat maps, it's that they might try a raid of that 78.6 fib. So here you can see we have a 78.6 fib. I think I will look for a scalp short here, definitely once again, and maybe a retest of POC. That's a 5-to-1. So I would look for something like this, and so there's lots of liquidity hidden above this pivot high. So that would be my executions. Also, definitely previous day high or previous month high. This is the main short idea. in these areas. I don't know. Let's say I have no idea what will happen or how the structure will develop, but I'm hunting that area for a short like this where I'm targeting the equal lows. So this is my main uh, short pivot point. But I have no structure yet. I don't know how aggressive it will get there. So I don't want to go necessarily with a limit order, but what I would do is actually observe how the price is approaching my point of interest. Yeah, I see some potential highs created there, maybe a previous 4-hour candle closing, then they're trying one more liquidation push, then they deviate, and this would be my trigger, a deviation below that main pivot point. In my brain, it makes sense because I'm doing this on a daily basis, and I know at the beginning it might not be that easy to observe this kind of things, but it's actually it's absolutely normal. You need a lot of screen time, you need lots of time and effort uh, in this branch in order to make it. I would advise you, Rob, to go to a witchcraft or the Delphi Oracle. Maybe the Delphi Oracle can help you with that. I don't think that maybe the only one person who would know that it's Donald Trump. So maybe you can write him a letter and ask him if the bull run has ended. All right. I'm just trading level by level, nothing else. I don't care about anything else. When I'm trading, Bitcoin can be at $10 and I'll make my money, or Bitcoin can be at $2 million, I'll still make my money. Trading is not about what public and influencers are teaching you. Trading is what you see here, how to react based on clear plans. These are my plans. It's my way of framing and taking the setups. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you don't have that much time of sitting in the front of the computer with some alarms like I'm doing. This is me. Yeah. I don't say that anyone should do it or anyone can do it. So you have to understand that. All right. So I think it's pretty straightforward, and I highlighted the reasons behind why I would mm, take the specific moves. We have a bullish market structure shift, but honestly, with the um, news around and the fact that we have a quite a hot week ahead, the low time frame structure will be kind of invalidated. So uh, you have to think on a higher time frame, like 1 to 4 hours. Yeah, you have to understand that high time frame structure will hold and it will be validated, while the 5-15 minute structure, uh, there will be a lot of people that will try to outsmart the market, smart asses. There are some people, like 1%, 0.5%, that actually are able and have the capacity and clear plans to execute what will come in the high volatility environment that will be coming the next 72 hours, and they have an edge. But 99% of them, they have absolutely no edge and they don't know what they're doing. All right, we blabbed away, I think, enough about Bitcoin. I'm focusing on this specific range, on this specific area. Also, as I told you, this pivot low is my main importance pivot point. I don't know when that one will be taken, but I'm expecting that one and then something like this. And actually, we can speak about a potential seek and destroy environment where we have a raid of both liquidity parties. Where is that megaphone? Where the heck is the megaphone? Not here. Not here. Yeah, damn it. Ah, there you go. So maybe something like this. Yeah. What the heck I'm doing here? All right. Maybe you get idea. So yeah. here at the highs. Maybe we go again for the previous Monday high and then we dump again. So something like this, and then we go for the highs and then we dump. It's a probability. So be careful with that expanding volatility environment. Well, that's my main purpose. Up and down, I really don't care where the price is going on a daily basis. My spot bags, yeah, because I have spot bags. Not that I'm biased, but I'm bullish and I want to sell my spot bags in profits. People, they need to understand that. But when it comes to trading, I don't give a damn about my spot bags. They can do whatever they want. On trading, what I care about is actually getting a trade, get my money, pay my bills, have fun, uh, do the things that I always wished and stuff like that. So yeah, okay. Now let's go on Ethereum. All right. Let's see this motherfucker. Well, let's look at the daily first. On a daily basis, exactly the same stuff. We swing failure the Monday low into a bullish fair value gap. So that most likely will send us to the Monday high. Pretty basic concept. We have to be, though, we have to be careful on one aspect. When the price will get here, either on Bitcoin or Ethereum, when the price gets at the Monday high, we have to pay attention to potential SMT between Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, because most likely one will hit and another one won't hit. And that's an indication that the market might want to reverse. So pay attention to that. We'll be taking a look at altcoins too. All right, so same stuff. We have a previous week high. Yeah, we have to be careful here in the same manner as in Bitcoin. Maybe 78.6. You know, Ethereum loves that area, and also in confluence with this little neckline. Well, it's exactly the same like on Bitcoin. For example, if we get a retracement around here, I might look for a long or 61.8 in the golden pocket, maybe. Right now, I'm not interested in doing absolutely anything, not on Bitcoin, not on Ethereum. Let's look at some plans. So I was looking at Bitcoin Cash yesterday. Spot had some nasty weeks because if you look on perps, we don't have them. So it's quite weird. We had some nasty weeks to the upside, and it was actually exactly what I was waiting for. And I was looking at the chart, and then I was looking at my orders, and I was like, okay, why I didn't have my fills? Because, well, Perpetual didn't hit them. So I'm not sure yet, but this looks like a good opportunity if we swing failure this equal highs. So nothing yet. Hyper liquid, as I said, I have quite a big bag of this one, and I'm aiming to short hedge around 52 bucks. I'll short the deviation here. First take profit 40 and 34. Fetch AI. I'm not yet long. I've been asked in the Discord that if I'm long. Not yet. I'm still waiting for the sweep of this weekend lows here. You can see it's a descending channel here. So I might get I might get my entry maybe. So far, absolutely nothing. BNB, I'm not interested. ZEC, I did manage to short a little bit of ZEC, but insufficient position from what I desired. Why I shorted? Go on the weekly, you'll understand. Go on the monthly, you'll understand. So we swing failure the all-time high. Also, I did took partials on my spot bag because I had an entry about $40. So that's about a 8x to 10x for me. That's more than enough. I still have 30% of the bags in case it goes higher, and I took a short, and the profits that I'll be making from the short side, I'll be adding ZEC. I want to buy some ZEC in maybe pump chaser zone if I see a W, and then $100 level. Now, big W on daily Ethereum. Yeah, I saw it. I saw that one. Ethereum is looking very good. If you go, for example, on a weekly time frame, yeah, this was the plan that I posted actually. If you for VIP, if you go on a weekly time frame, it does look like wants to get this out. Yeah, it does look pretty good, and there's confirmed demand 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks already. You can see the bottom candles, the bottom wicks are holding pretty nicely, and is looking pretty good for more upside potential. We might spend more time there, yeah, because Ethereum, you know, it loves to do this kind of things. So for example, here it pumped and dumped. Here it created exactly the same structure like we have here, and then failed to hold it. You can see it. I don't say it will be the same structure, but yeah, I can see something like this happening there. And we go into the 5.8 first time, and then 8.8 the next one. But it looks very, very good on a weekly time frame. It looks damn good. Now on a daily, yeah, I don't know if I want to trust these equal lows. Why? Especially because we have weekend lows sitting down there, Saturday lows. Usually market makers, they hardly ever uh, um, like leave the weekend lows untapped, and especially when we speak about a range internally, because right now it's just a range as we look at it. It's nothing else for the moment. As I said, if we are displacing with strength the 4,300 level, then we might speak about something else. But until then, you have to treat the market like a range. It's not profitable. I repeat it multiple times. It's not profitable to think something like that, like this. This is crap, in my opinion. Why didn't you long here or here? And why you would like to long here? Yeah, this it's absolutely nonsense. So you have to focus on the proper plays when you want to take a setup. Let's look at Solana a little bit. Yeah, I was speaking with PJ 4 days ago or 5 days ago. Sol USDT. Where the heck? I had the plan posted. Where I had it posted? Yeah, there you go. So this one I had it posted. And I was mentioning about the fact that Solana looks damn good for a 12% rally at least. The first area would be here, 61.8, swing failure of the previous week high. It's looking good. I know PJ loaded up around 180. Here, 180. He's in good profits already. Nice one. Nice move over there from his side. He played it spot, relaxed, with some alarms, basic stuff, nothing too fancy. He saw the low time frame structure. He saw this reclaim and really nice spring reaction there. Like really strong, I wouldn't say necessarily it's strong, but like really strong, it's hype. This trap coin, it's really strong because if you look at this pivot, previous week high, pivot high, look at it, it's way higher. While if you go on Solana, you'll see that it's below it. Yeah, You can see Solana is below it. It's strong, it's looking good, but it's not one of the high performers. And if you go also on, yeah, Ethereum is still below that one. So yeah, hype, it's a beast lately. USDT dominance. Let's look a little bit into this one. We flipped this key horizontal area. The biggest area of support. This is an intermediate one, not the biggest one. Take it out. So this is the first intermediate area of support. I'm looking for this one, so 4.5. We can actually pump a little bit more, but it's depending a lot on how this one is reacting at the Monday low. What the heck is that? So Monday low, you can see, wasn't swept, but it swept the Monday high. So it's really dependent on how the market will react here. And until here, actually, you can see we can pump. Yeah, we can pump on crypto on that little dump there. Ethereum is kind of lazy. Let me know if you have questions, guys. If you guys have questions regarding a specific chart, maybe some setups. I didn't frame anything on Ethereum, actually. We might want to frame something on Ethereum too. Honestly, I like the structure more on Bitcoin. You can see, for example, between 4.3 and 5,000, it's thinner on Ethereum, and I don't like that. One second, please. Be right back. Someone's at the door. And I'm back. Is that a shitcoin, Otto? I guess it's a shitcoin. I don't know if you have the ticker on TradingView. All right. So let's look a little bit at gold, just for the sake of it. What I like about the fact that crypto moon boys, they don't make the correlation between gold and US 500. Because money from gold will not go into crypto today or tomorrow or too soon. It goes into stocks the first time. And that's the bolder effect that I was mentioning, because if this quantity of profits goes into crypto, then we don't have such a big bull market wave exit liquidity rally, but it will be something like this. It goes into stocks, and then when it will go into crypto, we'll have something like this. So we have gold, stocks, and then the profits will go into crypto. That's why you have those retarded rallies that are happening in crypto, because money from gold actually they are going into stocks, in my opinion, right now. I don't think they want to hear about crypto after the 80% dump. We still have that atom week to zero. Yeah, there you go. So atom week to zero here, 0.02. I don't know how investors would look like at a chart like this. So I definitely they will go into Ethereum and they will go into shitcoins at some point in time, but I don't think that's the moment right now. So I just still think that we are early until this major shitcoin Ethereum goes to 6, 8K, maybe 11,000. We are still early. All right. Uh, yeah, I think I'll wait for 61.8 retracement in the golden pocket there. I don't think it's worth to be too aggressive here. And it's a little bit too low to short it. We don't have a swing failure. We don't have a deviation of any pivot point. So I have insufficient reasons to take absolutely any setup right now. I might be looking here, as I said, around here. Ethereum, same stuff, I think. 40, 80 here, be a good area or something like this. You can look at also at the standard deviation 2.5. You go with that one, you can see. Yeah, go with 2. We have a 4.15 R, and here, if we go with 2, it actually is trying to break the channel. So I think that's a too optimistic target there. So much strength, higher. Everyone calls for higher levels. I saw lots of copium in the last 48 hours. Let's navigate a little bit some shitcoins here. China narrative. TFX is not looking bad actually. You can see trend line breakout, breakout. So it looks like lots of shitcoins. They look like wants to start a parabolic move. Like Trump, for example. I don't know if you saw Trump yesterday. Yeah. Look at this nice swing failure pattern. I saw some, I don't know, stupid traders or whatever you might call it, trying to short this area here. And then they were, I don't know, bragging with a short from here on a 1 minute rejection. And then, I don't know. Because I noticed people, they are not using stop losses. So I'm curious what happened to them. But yeah, I mean, this was the main pivot point to start taking a short position there. I'm not interested in taking anything else at the moment. Aster or Aster or maybe another coin. I don't know. Well, I was looking at this coin. I was speaking about the potential head and shoulder that might occur here. Uh, but it's a bit, I don't know. I was thinking more of a three drives pattern than this head and shoulder, honestly. This is swing failure. This is a external swing failure or yeah, maybe, but not quite. And then if this is indeed a head and shoulder pattern, then we can go with something like this. Let's see Monday low. What the heck is happening there? Previous day low. Oh, it was swept actually. I heard the ping. Okay, that's the ping. Uh, hmm, maybe. It tries to do a 1 hour W though. It might not be bad. I don't know. Go with something like this. Put the stop loss a bit below. Who knows? Previous day high. Let's see. We have a 1.7. I don't like that necessarily. I think I'd be better chasing with the THG than yeah, the THG on 5 minutes is not there yet. I don't know, feels a little bit premature, honestly, here. And I don't like the structure. This part here, it's really wacky structure-wise. And if you look at the order flow, yeah, you are on the wrong side of the trend for the moment. 5 minutes, I don't know if I have 5-15 minutes. I don't know if I have a bullish market structure shift. No, we have a swing failure pattern of daily open. This is not a bullish market structure shift. There's no sign of the bulls yet. You can see this one can do something like that. And after, I might be looking for long here. Premature still. I think I will stay with the big ones, with Bitcoin, for example, uh, today and this week. I don't want to go too deep in the shitcoins, honestly. Having less plays, it doesn't mean that you have less profits because uh, sometimes less is more. Yeah, we did had some longs on the Friday. Yeah, that was the best risk to reward indeed. That rally which we had in the weekend, that was really nice risk to reward, which it happened. For example, now I'm not sure if this is the low because it's still, you can see it's still pointing downwards. And my win rate on this coin has been so crap that I don't want to touch it. Let's go to something else. Oh, ooh, Tao is going for my levels. I said about the fact that they are protecting all this liquidity, so I'll be looking for something like this on Tao. I have already the plan explained. I like this scenario here. So around here, I'll be looking for some short setups. I have a big bag of Tau and I'm aiming to hedge my positions around here. All these equal lows, look at them. They will provide with a cascade liquidation once the price will start changing the order flow. I'm aiming to add here and here, 300, 340, something. I'm not fiddling here at 400. Banana. Litecoin. Ethereum 5. Not looking bad, actually. Not looking bad. Maybe I can frame a setup here. Not looking bad at all. It's below POC. That's something I'm not a fan of. We are still on the wrong side of the trend line. Previous day low, previous 4-hour low. Flat 4-hour opening, so that will be retested. Previous month low, previous week low. One day, let's see where it closed. We closed quite acceptable, but we are against supply, definitely. Who knows? We have a bullish market structure shift here. This should be the original consolidation point. And the origin. But this one didn't took any liquidity. That's what I don't like about it. Didn't took any high time frame point of interest. Yeah, not even this one. And this sell-off is quite aggressive. Wiped all the liquidity. Also this flat bottom here. Maybe I should stick with my plan and not touch this shit coins. Maybe if we break this high, let's put an alert there. If we break this high, then I will be looking for some trades. Maybe I will be looking for some trades, but until then, I don't like it. I don't like what I see. Zen. Zen. Well, Zen, you can see what I have here and what I'm playing. I actually traded Zen in the VIP quite a lot. Uh, I was front run here by even by some members of my community. we were We were aiming for I even posted this plan. We were aiming to load up here at the swing failure of this pivot low and then take profits here. And I know some people front run me. Shame to them. Right now, if it goes here, I don't know if I still want that position. Maybe I'll look for something around here. So no, I don't like Zen after what it did to me. I heard the ping, the sell-off. There you go. Took the liquidity, rejecting. Uh, I didn't short it anything. RVV. Damn it. Looks ugly. So, pretty simple stuff here. AB equals CD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not finished. So most likely we'll go here at the origin of this pivot low which created a high. We have a intermediate bounce here. Maybe we can short it here, something like this. If you're a fan of around here, swing failure of this pivot high retest, bearish retest of this area. Shortable, then you aim for that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here you aim for longs. So it's not yet done. They have some more correction to do. Okay. 4-hour high, daily open rejection. And now, if I'm looking at the chart, honestly, I don't know if I want to take a long here because uh, we are approaching the funny. People are saying that the link is not working. Yeah, it's working. So we are approaching the lunch hour in Europe, and usually the structure gets wacky after 12:30, something like this. After you have no delivery until the burgers are opening. So this area for me is like a dead area where I don't want to take setups. It's a window where I'm not looking for anything. Actually, I'm looking for a break, reading, going to gym and stuff like that. After that, we have a window where we have the New York AM, which is lately has been horrible. Not good at all. 16:30, there you go. And then we have 70 in my area to 20:30. We have the PM session, which this is a very good window to trade. Like for example, the short that I took last night, it was New York PM. This one, 20:30. So you can see actually in the AM session, they did absolutely nothing. They did a slow grind. Yeah, fair value gaps held. Maybe you could have sniped something like this. Or maybe fair value gap and then you target this highs. But I really did like the setup after they closed the markets here. Bitcoin. On spot, they didn't give this retest. I see it now. Because some people said that it didn't gave it. You see, it was in the perps, it was higher. Interesting. All right. Time is insanely important. A lot of new traders, they don't know that. And even advanced traders, advanced. What a wacky word. Even traders with some experience, they are ignoring the importance of time so many times. And that is very bad. Yeah, I still expect this one to grind higher. It's just manipulating FAFO around here, nothing else. Honestly, logically, we should have one more dump. So we should take the lows again here. And this should be just a sort of an ABC correction. And then we dump. We take the lows again. You know, the burgers, they absolutely enjoy taking London low. So there's a lot of people think that, oh, I took along here, I will trail it to tomorrow or the next session. Where actually what happens is if you don't book the profits on a pivot point, they'll go for you. They'll come for you and for your stop loss. So they are hunting each other. It's basic concepts of trading sessions. But if I get front run here, I'd be pretty pissed off, honestly. I mean, market, it's damn weak if it does that. Market is damn weak if it does that. And nothing that I can do. Let me pause this 4 to 1 in the VIP. I think I'll put it as a limit order, honestly. Let's go. Uh-huh. There you go. Flat bottom. Here, actually, same stuff. Let's go on 4-hour candle. Swing failure. We are rejecting the 4-hour fair value gap, you can see here. And that's a nasty rejection. Value area low. Not even, they didn't even have the strength to tap the value area low. Here. Not yet. Well, it is what it is. I'll pause the setup. I'm not interested in taking this long anymore, honestly, here. I'll watch the structure here on low time frame at the Monday low. If we are forming some order floor stuff like that, but I'm not interested in taking that one anymore. I might be interested in taking something around here, maybe value area low, 113,200 area, maybe. Uh, but yeah, I'm happy with the fact that still there's lots of people who are still in this short that we took yesterday. 5R, not bad. You have to something like this. Let's delete some stuff. But actually, if we look from a short perspective, Ethereum has been way weaker. You can see it didn't even tap the 4-hour FEG here. Way weaker. Yeah, see you, Sebastian. Yeah, let me pause the setup here for the guys in the Discord. Damn it, I want to. Ah, okay, it was locked. All right, sorry. This one already played out. This one is pending. Take the blue stuff out. Do you have any inverse fair value gap here? We have this one, but it's a bit too high. There you go. We have one right here. Not bad. Yeah, I think I tweaked it more than enough. It'll be fine. Now let's paint it. Let's see what color do we find here. Actually, I might be a bit greedy, but we'll see. Okay. But better greedier than get my stop loss. All right, I posted it. Okay. $200 SMA on what time frame, Albert? On the 4-hour time frame, I see it. Yeah, yeah, there might be the case on Bitcoin, Coin USDT. Yeah, yeah, it might be the case. Who knows? I'll hit my stop loss if that's the case. What the heck am I doing? I took it out from the favorites. Well, not too many things that I can do, honestly. Altcoins, I'm not really interested in them. Maybe in Tau for a short trade, if we get in my point of interest, as I explained here, maybe. Ethereum Fi, kind of wacky, as I said. I'm not a big fan of the structure, and the sell-off, it's a little bit too aggressive for my taste. You can see it's 80% of the time. Look at the date of the range. We have, I don't know, 80, let's say 90 bars. And then we dumped in 30%. You can see 90 to 30. So Pareto at its finest. The dump took place so much faster than the rally took place. Yeah, 80 to 20 at its finest. Yeah, exactly. Exactly like PJ mentions. So we are happy with the positions that we are in right now. It's weak. We have an M, and that's a 4-hour M. It's not I don't know, a breeze in the park. You can see it here. It's still pointing to the downwards. It's looking heavy. If you go 1 hour, you can see this looks heavy a little bit. Yeah. You can see also the trend lines hitting the. We are on the other side. You can see it with your naked eye. Even this one, you can see it with the naked eye. The fact that we are rejecting it. So smells like a dump and smells like a potential top. And remember one thing, uh, very good point that PJ mentioned there. I backtested and looked a little bit, and I mentioned that last week. Looked a little bit at the market. Market makers have front run the Monday high sweep for so many times and then straight dumped. So keep that in mind. They might not give us the Monday high that we want. Keep that in mind. In the past, it happened multiple times where they didn't give us a chance and straight dump. So I think we are okay with the short positions that we are in right now. So no, I'm not longing anything. I don't like the structure for longs. It looks bad. It looks unfinished. Look at the weight on TIA. I'm just speaking a random chart. Look at the sell-off pressure here on this week's. And look at the liquidity which we have here. Once the sell-off will start, it will be damn aggressive. Our friends from Nance, they are selling aggressively. Huge, huge sell. This happened right now. On 5 minutes, I mean, not on high time frame. That's why we had this rejection here. Quite aggressive one on 5 minutes, if you see. You look at this. So no, don't look at this long. Okay, let me take it out from because I don't want you to be tempted to take it. Yeah, I think staying safe, going with cautious, proper risk management. The people that are in our community, they know uh, how we sail these markets, and I've been really proud on that liquidation event with the fact that people were actually sending DMs that they're happy that are here in our community, because if they wouldn't be here, then the whole portfolio would have been liquidated. And they lost on like 2%, 4%, and stuff like that, while majority of people have been liquidated. It's a reality. There is no live stream in which we don't enforce the idea of using proper risk management, of making plans and writing them down, and navigating the markets with high probability setups and not just blindly shooting setups at the market, as a lot of people are just doing. As for Discord, guys, I mean, I'm not sorry to announce you, but everyone had lots of time to join until we hit 2000. Now, I don't know, good luck, because it's not in my hands. Lots of DMs in my messages, and I cannot help you with anything because it's not me who is reviewing your application. And don't lie to it. It's PJ. He has enormous experience when it comes to working with people, so be careful with that one. I never saw such a capable person when it comes to identifying someone's intention and reading the people. So we don't want more people, that's clear. We want high quality people. Less is more. You don't need clutter and noise. You have to understand that. Yeah, we have a nice swing failure pattern here. Look at the range game. We are playing a nice range game here. Yeah, look at it. Swing failure, already risk-free if you wanted to take it. So from my side, apply, try your luck, be honest, don't try to lie to anyone, and we'll see you in the Discord. Today will be public, the new session will be public. About Cap.you, it's not yet announced, PJ will announce it. But I would like to advise you to look forward to Cap.1, because that's where the plan, that's where the behavior, that's where the master plan and how you should sail the market is happening. Cap.2, it's already a bit too complicated if you don't have the knowledge of Cap.1. If you ask me what is a setup or how to draw Fibonacci or how to put a volume profile, we won't speak about that stuff because we don't have time to do it. So keep that in mind. I won't touch the shitcoins too aggressively here. I'm just letting the market play. We have lots of news, so I will focus on protecting the capital, not on executing too many setups. Yeah, it is. It is, Gabs. And if someone doesn't know that, he will know that. He knows your intention from your first sentence. So you have to be careful and don't lie there. He has a good background. Who's on Discord, he knows his background. So you stand no chance if you have bad intentions. Let's call it a session. Not too many things we can do. If we get a pump around here, I might look to short again. If not, I'm still short. I don't know. I have no idea what market wants to do here. Honestly, we are in the middle of nowhere. Here, definitely, I wouldn't touch it in this area. So let it do its thing. until New York opening will show the way. That being said, you have the Discord link in the description. You can apply. You'll wait for your application for your result of the application and hope that you get in. That being said, thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be hearing in 4 hours from now with PJ at New York trading session. Bye bye.